What's up, guys? Good morning, ladies, gentlemen, everybody who's watching, the kiddos that want to do this or like to do this, that like to watch the open road. You know, happy Thursday today for me. I'm actually heading to pick up a load that actually my son was supposed to go get on his van, but it's a shorty and it's not really made for expediting. It's made, I got it for him for other things, but if he wants to go do the run, I told him you can go do it. The only problem is we found out that it's a longer roll, and sometimes the way these rolls, especially the linoleum, basically there's a tube, like a cardboard tube, and then they wrap that linoleum or carpet on that tube, and sometimes that tube is a lot bigger. Like I've seen it almost a foot bigger than the actual roll of carpet, so he can't afford anything to be bigger than what his van is. So I decided not to chance it, not to risk it. I'm just gonna go pick it up, then I'll measure it, and if it measures that it'll fit in his van, I'll come home, we'll look at his measurements. If anything, we'll take the seat out, if that will help. If even taking the seat out won't help, then obviously it's a no-go for him, and I'll have to go deliver it myself all the way. So stay tuned to see if it's going to fit in a baby van or if it's not going to fit in a baby van. We'll see. We finally got almost summer-looking weather. Spring, I call it a spring weather. Look at this, grass started to turn green. A lot of states, you guys are going to be laughing, going, "Oh yeah, it's been green all winter." Not for us. We've had a half a year winter this year, so we are very, very happy. Everywhere I go in Montana, I've been to Montana, everywhere people are saying, "Man, it's been a long time coming. Bring it here." They all want that summer. They all want the nice weather. The snow hasn't even melted in all our mountains yet. Well, that's not a surprise though, because sometimes, once in a while, that snow is still in the mountains on 4th of July when we go to the lake. When we go try swimming and we still have snow up in mountains like that, that means it's cold. So let's go see. Will the freight fit or will it won't fit? Put it on pause and let me know. His van is 122 inches long. So just not to risk it, not to be embarrassed, I'm gonna go grab it. If it'll fit in his some way, then great. We'll just reload it, put that roll in his thing, and he's gonna keep on going. He's gonna make that dime today. If not, well, then I guess it's my turn again. But write it in the comments. Let's see who's right and who's wrong. Let's go measure this thing together. I'm gonna call my son and see what he can measure out there. I think it's 14 foot long. Or I'm sorry, 12 at least. It's gotta be 12 feet long. Yeah, 12 and a half. The way they roll it is a little bit more. So 144 and a half at least is what this is. We'll see if it'll fit him. I also found out that resident delivery is not a business like it normally is, a business to business. It's actually a residential delivery. So what is this? Is this a good knife? Is that something worth picking up? I don't know. In this neighborhood, putting your fingerprints on that, every time you pick something like that up, it better be with a rag. So this is the kind of headache that you got to deal with, and when freight doesn't fit or when your van's too short, somebody's going, somebody's standing. So today, perfect example again of that why it needs to be at least 144. There's so many industry standards why we picked as a company to have a van be at least bare minimum of 144 and nothing under that. So here's the prime example, and here's a prime example of a shorty. So we've got a lot of people with sizes like this trying to get on board, and it's not practical. You can only put 2 pallets in here, then you don't have room to sleep, or it's too short, not tall enough over here in the door opening, and all kinds of issues. So we'll see. So today I would call it lucky, maybe. I don't know, however you guys would say it. Lucky, blessed for him, however you want to do it. Maybe he prayed extra hard that it would fit. I was praying that it would fit. That way, he can go make money and not have to go myself. But here's how we did it. We put it in here, and good thing this is not a carpet roll. If this was a carpet roll, there's no way that this would fit like this, because carpet rolls are really thick. So here's how it goes, all the way up to the front with the E-track. We got it strapped down over there, strapped it right here, holds it really good, and that's it. I see one big mistake people are making. I don't know, you could do it, I guess, but I wouldn't do it that way. As a lot of people do, they cut their floor and put the E-track in between the wood floor, and then the freight still slides on the wood floor. That's not what you want. The other part of why E-track, if not for strapping, is because wood on metal slides really easy. I recommend it. You can do whatever you want, but in my opinion, with my 9-year experience, E-track saved me a lot by having E-track, and wood on E-track slides super easy in and out. So you can get your pallets in and out of there super easy and better, versus sliding on wood. You're still damaging wood, versus if it's sitting on metal, wood on metal slides super easy. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. And that's it. Mr. Chocolate's empty, doesn't have to go anywhere today. Very good. I still have to finish up. I'm going to finish up super soon the wall here, add a couple things, some hooks maybe or whatever. I got to finish up my carpet over here so it looks a lot better. And I don't know, I might do carpet over here too. We'll see. I don't know yet. Or maybe just leave it like that and I don't have to worry about it. See, that side's almost done. I got the bottom of that part to do with some carpet, and then I got that to do with carpet. So got to get it done. And you guys, let me know what you think about short van versus long van. If you can afford it and if you can find it, why not get the bigger van? You tell me what your reason is for not doing it. I know sometimes the availability part was the issue and all that stuff. Right now, they're more available than they used to be 2 years ago or a year ago, even, when people were trying to get in on the hype. Right now, prices are cheaper, freight is slower, so we're in survival mode 100% right now. 100% in survival mode. It's going to be, top ramen and all that kind of stuff for a lot of people, if it already isn't. So we'll see. We'll get through this time too. We have before. We'll do it again. It's not the end of the world. We're still, we're still doing a lot better than other countries. So I figure, hey, if it's, if we could still put food on the table and still get by, that's fine. At least we're not going in debt doing what we're doing. You guys let me know your thoughts about it, because a lot of people are already scrambling, looking to find something else, because a lot of people are getting laid off. Businesses are closing slowly. Corporations are closing, and so on and so forth. And people are scared of what's next. Just got to put money away. That way you're set. For the bad times. It's just common sense that a lot of people apparently have not been doing. They rely on a credit card. They rely on more credit card after that credit card's done, and so on and so forth. It's just a never-ending cycle of credit cards. I don't run credit card. I don't even have a single credit card, believe it or not. Not even for filling up or any of that. Always use debit only for everything. If I have the money, I spend it. If I don't have the money, well, too bad. It's not in the account, then it's not being spent. That's how I live my life. Now, I've been through the whole credit card and all that kind of stuff 10 years ago or more, actually. 10, 12, something like that. 12, maybe 12 to 15 years ago, actually, whatever it's been. So, yeah. I got out of that problem, and, I ain't ever going back. Got with God's help.